Hi there, Libra. So let's have a look at this new moon astrology for the next 4 weeks for you. So this new moon chart has the sun, moon, and all these combinations of Jupiter node, Mercury and Uranus and the sun. It's all sitting in your 8th sector. So this is a time for Libra to be looking at, especially with the sun, moon there. It's sort of like the last look at what you're, what you're no longer wanting, really, what you're wanting to clear, what unconscious pulls that go on for you that sort of hold you back. And it's quite an interesting time for Libra because I feel like you've had Pluto. It's been in your 4th sector for quite a while. It's moved into your 5th, and it's going to do its last little dash going back into the 4th sector, and this will be from July till September, and that will actually, I think, have you finalising situations around your property or home. But because you've got this all sort of sitting in your 8th, and the 8th sort of hidden away a little bit like the 12th house, what's really predominant for Libra for this particular new moon chart is Venus and Mars sitting here in your 10th sector. So Mars is actually making a square to Jupiter, and with the Mars in your 10th sector, I think this is going to really give you a stronger pull towards what direction you're wanting for your career. And with Venus there, sort of, this is like, what's going to really work for me? Libras are good with, seeing how they can make money work for themselves, financial investments, and with Venus there sitting there in your 10th sector, this is a perfect time to look at investments or look at setting yourself up for future projects. So again, with this Jupiter, it's sitting in the 8th, and then the Mars is going to the 10th. This is going to be a time where you're going to be, really drawn towards new productive business or ideas, but again, it's coming through subconscious situations. So you might feel with Jupiter there for a bit in the 8th sector that I don't know if I want to do that because this is, as in like, should I go into business with another person, or should I, go in this direction? It's like you've got to make decisions. Other people are involved. You're going to feel a little bit uncertain because it's sitting in that 8th sector where it's like you've got to really process and release old feelings, old emotions, or any sort of attitudes that no longer serve you, and then it's like, and then re-look at it. Just with having that Jupiter there in that 8th sector. So then you'll be able to see really clearly how can you move forward. So let's have a look at what the cards want to tell Libra for the next 28 days. Yeah, so interesting. I was just saying that because here I've got, plans discussed with somebody else, but there's a little bit of resistance to it. But I really feel it's because you can't quite see it with the Jupiter in the 8th. That doesn't mean it's going to be bad. It just means that you're not feeling 100% sure. So let's have a look. This looks really good, and really good for finances too. So again, that Mars here in the 10th and Venus here in the 10th, this is a fantastic time for finance. Now, Jupiter is quite a sensitive energy, actually, as in sensitive to vibrational energy. They're very psychic. They pick up on energies very quickly. Not like a Pisces, as in they're feeling it, not like the water signs, but more like they can just tune in. They're like a tuning fork, and the air signs have more that ability. The Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, they can all sort of tune in like a bit of a tuning fork into that higher vibe. Now, those of you that are sort of really creatively motivated and like to do sort of different things, it looks like, you are, got a lot of creative stimulation going on here. Also, those that are into music, crystals, spiritual subjects, they could find that they're getting more and more involved with that and absolutely more tuned in. Fantastic opportunity sitting right above Libra here. So I think this is there's a new opportunity, there's a new situation, you're going to get very excited about it. This is the Ace of Cups. And the World card next to it is saying, this is the opportunity you've been waiting for. And the card next to it is sort of saying, you're really excited, but you're sort of worried it's going to be the right thing. This is the Jupiter, this is the 8th house stuff, where you're sort of like, I've just got to work through my subconscious a bit more to make sure this is right. Or, I don't know quite what I'm feeling here. So these combinations, like this is, like I said, fantastic, really good for anyone looking for love, because this means that love could come your way without you really expecting it, but it's going to be absolutely perfect for you in everything you've actually been asking for or wanting. Now, if it's not that, it's a new opportunity or new situation that you've been asking for and wanting. There's also a new learning aspect with Libra, and I feel like relationships are going to be at the forefront of changes, and definitely there's some bigger changes going on for Libra in their living circumstances. They will be making some moves and changes coming up. They've got some plans for moves and changes anyway, and if you're not doing the move in the next 4 weeks, it's like there's a plan for that, but there's a decision made with another person. Now, this could be partner, this could be family member, but for a whole new situation to come about. And with this situation, it's going to be so uplifting, so in alignment with you. So again, this is really classic for Libra to have the decision card on their mind, because Libra is all about decisions and weighing things up. Now this card here weighs things up. Is this going to work? Use your intuition. This is what the High Priestess is saying. Utilize your higher knowing. It's really strong, and you will make your decisions actually relatively quickly for Libra. So, your decision is going to take you to new environments. It's going to take you to new situations. That's absolutely perfect for you. Any situations where there's been frustrations, where you've been trying to work on something, as in whether you're trying to help others or whether you're trying to get others to get on board with something, that some idea or some creative. It's like you've got all these creative ideas, and when I say creative ideas, I'm meaning like you might have property and you might decide you want to do things on this property with others and bring family in, and they may not everyone might be on board. This is it here. This is your family. This is your siblings, the people you're close to, your soul sisterhood and soul brotherhood and soul connections, and getting on with things. But this little bit of a conflicting thing. Not everybody agrees. Not everybody's on board. Now Libra is a great diplomat. They can be the great mediator as well in situations. So I just feel like you come in and you're very patient with situations as well, and you'll just sort of present sort of both sides of a situation for whoever that you need to get on board. But to be honest, I don't feel like you have to convince anybody. I feel like this is all about who you're moving forward with and who you aren't. Here in your environment, there is an energy of a type of energy that you don't want to be around, to be honest. This is sort of showing there's some sort of difficulties here with certain energies. Now she is a bit of a she is a Libra card, but this isn't relative to you Libras, because this is sitting in your outer environment, but it's sort of saying that there is some healing needed around sometimes around words that have been said, and some people are stuck in their patterns and their patterns of conditioning, and they're very unaware of their communication and what actually comes out of their mouth at times. So this is just sort of making you aware that these types could be around you, but just to be aware that they're just coming from an unconscious place, and they're not, it's not coming from their heart, put it that way. It's just coming from their mind, which is, picking up on stuff in an unconscious way, and it's almost like when someone says something and then you have them up about it and they say, I never said that, and so it's like that comes out and they can't remember saying it because it's unconscious. So it's like, just tune out from that, and if you are making plans and decisions and you've got that going on, it's like you can't help everyone. You can only help those that are on board, and I feel like you are that are in alignment with you and are on board, and it's like working together in team effort, and that's what sort of got to stick really for this new situation, this new level of security that seems to be coming in with this move and this change. So I feel like Libras are good at not taking things personally, so it's like that's why you're the best person to jump in and sort out any situation where there needs to be a bit of resolution or better understanding. But I think this is also bringing out where there is things that we are wanting to ourselves, or any Libras wanting to drop this particular patterned way of thinking, this particular subconscious behavior. So if you've got someone in your environment reflecting that, it's because you're reacting to the and you react to it, sort of showing you that there's something there that you're needing to release and clear, which goes back to that everything being in the 8th house again. But to be honest, your cards are looking fantastic, Libra. They're looking probably one of the best. You know, Virgo looked awesome too, but you know, you've got beautiful, beautiful cards here. They're sort of saying that your dreams are going to be fulfilled and you've got great opportunities coming in. Of course, it's up to you to shift your vibration and take the opportunities and make decisions. But you're in a great place and a great space to do it. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.